कह रहे हैं मोदी तेरी कब्र खुदेगी। हिंदुस्तान का हर कोना कह रहा है मोदी तेरा कमल खिलेगा।
Telangana medical student Dr. Preeti injects herself with poison over alleged harassment by a senior Dr. Saif. Family demands justice. BJP claims love jihad angle. After ruckus and uproar in MCD House, Mayor Shelley Oberoi allows re-election. BJP hails move, says demand met. Conman Sukesh remains brazen after his jailhouse luxuries exposed, says nothing illegal in family gifting expensive clothes. We get to a mega Aaj Tak exclusive. Superstar Akshay Kumar on Seedhi Baat says he's ready to give up his Canadian passport and shed the Canada Kumar name he strolled with. A day after violent protests rocked Amritsar, believe it or not, the cops, despite 6 of them being injured in those protests, have given in to Amritpal Singh's demand and released his aide. Here are all the top developments in the last few hours. Following the orders of the Ajnala court, Amritpal Singh's aide Lovepreet Toofan walked free from Amritsar jail. The decision came a day after followers of Amritpal stormed the police station, demanding the immediate release of Toofan. 6 cops were injured in that showdown. In another sensational twist, India Today accessed Lovepreet Toofan's release order, which clearly stated that he was not even in the office at the time of the offence and the Punjab DSP doesn't want his custody. India Today gets exclusive access to this video, which shows how the Warisde Punjab chief Amritpal Singh brazenly threatened cops to release his aide. In the video, Amritpal can be heard telling cops that their children are into drugs and if anyone dares to, they can arrest him.
ਜਦੋਂ ਸਰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੈਂਸਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੀ ਰਿਪੋਰਟ ਦੇ ਦੋਗੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਰਾਮ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਡਾ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤਹਰੀਰ ਚੱਲਦੀ ਉਧਰ ਚੱਲੂ।
ਇੱਕ ਗੱਲ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੋ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਨਸ਼ਿਆਂ 'ਚ ਲੱਗ ਗਏ।
Punjab is on the boil, and after the massive protests by Amritpal's supporters, Ajnala's security has been beefed up with increased police deployment at the site of the violent protests. All of this unravelling in his state. Chief Minister Bhagwat Mann is in the dock for ignoring the law and order situation in Punjab, focusing instead on the BMC polls in Maharashtra. Mann has accompanied Arvind Kejriwal for a poll pitch in Mumbai. He hasn't uttered a word on what's happened so far. The Bhagwat Mann government has buckled under pressure after Khalistani ideologue Amritpal Singh yesterday had openly threatened the government, saying drop cases against Myanmar aides or face the consequences. As a result of that, 24 hours later, the Punjab police has released Amritpal Singh's close aide Lovepreet Toofan. Remember, on Thursday, carrying swords and guns, as you see on your screens there, scores of supporters led by Amritpal Singh clashed with cops. They stormed into a police station in Ajnala in Amritsar. Politics has also escalated over the pro-Khalistan resurgence in Punjab, with the opposition asking, why is Chief Minister Bhagwat Mann buckling under this pressure? Why is there no action, no crackdown against the protesters?
आप बाहर रिहा हुए हैं, किस तरह से देखते हैं स्थिति को, क्योंकि लोग जानना चाहते हैं कि आप लोगों की मंशा क्या है और क्या ये खालिस्तानी आइडियोलॉजी को लेकर कुछ किया जा रहा है।
देखो जी, ਇਹ ਤੇ ਕਹਿਣ ਘਣਾਉਣ ਦੀਆਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਬਾਤਾਂ, ਕੋਈ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮਾਓਵਾਦੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੀ ਸੱਚ ਹੱਕ ਦੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਬੁਲੰਦ ਕਰਦਾ ਆ, ਗੁਲਾਮੀ ਨੂੰ ਲਾਉਣ ਦੀਆਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰਦਾ ਆ, ਉਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਸੈਪਰੇਟ ਜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਤੇ ਨਾਮ ਲਾਏ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ, ਕੋਈ ਖਾਲਿਸਤਾਨੀ ਕਹਿ ਲਓ ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਟੈਰਰਿਸਟ ਚ ਕੋਈ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮਿਲੀਟੈਂਟ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਵਾ, ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਸੱਚ ਹਵਾ ਦੀ। ਪਰ ਇਹ ਆ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਇੰਨੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਵੀ ਡੈਫੀਨੇਸ਼ਨ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਖਾਲਿਸਤਾਨ ਦੀ, ਮਤਲਬ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਖਾਲਸ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਵਾ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਰੇ ਚੌਪ ਵਰਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਉਪਦੇਸ਼ ਸਾਂਝਾ ਵਾ। ਦੂਜੀ ਗੱਲ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਰਹੀ ਆ ਸੰਗਤਾਂ ਦੇ ਹਜੂਮ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਸੰਗਤਾਂ ਦੇ ਏਕੇ ਤੇ ਬਲ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੇ सतगुरु दे।
आप ये बताइए, ये आप इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के दायरे के अंदर रखना चाह रहे हैं, सेपरेट स्टेट की बात कर रहे हैं, क्या आपके मन में क्या है?
देखो जी रोज तुसी सारे वेखदे ही हो सैपरेट स्टेट जो जिन्ना तक आप गुलाम रवांगे सानू गुलामी का एहसास कराया जाएगा तो ओबवियसली सानू आपां राज भाग आपां अपना वखरा मंगदे करन दी साडे कोल हैगी ये चीज़ ते आपां ये चीज़ दा दावा भी रखदे आ, आपां ये चीज़ पातशाही दावा रखदे, आपां पातशाही दावा मेन इसे करके आपां रखदे आ भी जदों भी सानू मतलब गुलामी दा एहसास जदों साडे दा हर थां साडियां धीआं भैणां दी बेपत्ती हो रही।
ये क्या आम स्ट्रगल रहेगा या क्या रहेगा, किस तरह?
अजे तक साडा आम स्ट्रगल ते मीडिया ने जां होर किसी ने जिहड़े शरारतियां ने पता नहीं किहड़े तरीके नाल अपने काम सिर्फ दो आ, नौजवान नशे दी दलदल दे विच फसे होए नौजवानां नूं नशिਆਂ चों कढ के ते गुरु घर दे नाल जोड़ के गुरु दे नाल ते दूजा आनंदपुर घर वापसी साडा इस सिर्फ दो या अमृत संचार कराउणा आ ते नौजवानां नूं नशे तो मुक्त करा के गुरु दे लड़ लाउणा। साडे
अभी जानकारी मिल रही है कि आपके करीबी हैं लवप्रीत, उन्हें जेल से रिहा कर दिया गया है।
जी मुझे भी जानकारी मिली है, अच्छी बात है, सच की जीत है, सो ये अच्छी बात है कि उनको रिहा किया गया है।
अभी आप फिलहाल कहां पर उनसे मिलने जा रहे हैं, मुलाकात करने जा रहे हैं क्या?
हम रास्ते में तूफान सिंह को लेकर दरबार साहब चले जाएंगे।
ठीक है, अभी आप यहीं से ही उनके पास चले जाएंगे?
तूफान साहब हमें रास्ते में मिलेंगे और हम दरबार साहब की तरफ जाएंगे।
ठीक है,
इसी तरीके से।
So, Amritpal Singh here threatened the cops. He dared them to go ahead and face the consequences of what he has in store for them if they don't drop the charges. They subsequently dropped all the charges against his aide. But when we spoke to Amritpal Singh, the Khalistani ideologue doesn't shy away from propagating his ideals because he knows there's no action being taken against him. Listen in to exactly how he once again emphasized rather publicly his demand for a separate nation, for Khalistan.
ਇੰਨੀ ਸਪਰੈਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਵਾਇਲੈਂਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਿਨਾਂ ਰਾਹ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਚਦਾ ਔਰ ਉਹ ਵਾਇਲੈਂਸ ਬੜੀ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ। ਸਾਡੇ ਝੰਡੇ ਲਾਉਣ ਤੇ ਪਾਬੰਦੀਆਂ, ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਂ ਲੈਣ ਤੇ ਪਾਬੰਦੀਆਂ, ਸਾਡੇ ਜਿੰਦਾਬਾਦ ਕਹਿਣ ਤੇ ਪਾਬੰਦੀਆਂ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਜੇਲ੍ਹਾਂ 'ਚ ਡੱਕਣਾ, ਸਾਡੇ ਤੇ ਝੂਠੇ ਪਰਚੇ ਕਰਨੇ, ਨੌਜਵਾਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਕੁੱਟਮਾਰ ਕਰਨੀ, ਫੜੋ ਫੜਾਈ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੱਸੋ ਵੀ ਰਾਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਕੀ ਹੈ? ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਹੋਣ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡਾ ਸ਼ੈਲਟਰ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਉਹਦੀ ਛਾਂ ਹੈ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਉੱਚੀ। ਸੋ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਐਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਦਾ ਫੇਕ ਇੱਥੇ ਚਲਾਇਆ ਗਿਆ ਵੀ ਇੰਡੀਅਨ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਖੁਦ ਨੂੰ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਮਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਵੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਕਿਉਂ ਹੈ। ਗੁਜਰਾਤੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਗੁਜਰਾਤੀ ਕਹਿ ਕੇ ਖੁਸ਼ ਹੈ, ਬੰਗਾਲੀ ਕਹਿ ਕੇ ਖੁਸ਼ ਹੈ। ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ ਨੇ ਜੋ ਬੰਗਲਾਦੇਸ਼ 'ਚ ਕੀਤਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਆਇਡੈਂਟੀ ਸਪਰੈਸ ਕਰਨ ਨਾਲ, ਉਹਦਾ ਨਤੀਜਾ ਕੀ ਨਿਕਲਿਆ? ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ ਟੁੱਟਿਆ। ਇੰਡੀਆ ਨੇ ਉਦੋਂ ਹਮਾਇਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਕਾਹਦੇ ਲਈ? ਦੇਖੋ ਜੀ ਗੁਲਾਮੀ ਹੈ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਤੇ। ਇੰਡੀਆ ਉਹ ਕੰਮ ਬਲੋਚਿਸਤਾਨ 'ਚ ਕਰਦਾ, ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ ਉਹ ਕੰਮ ਕਸ਼ਮੀਰ 'ਚ ਕਰੂਗਾ। ਹੁਣ ਹਿੰਦੂ ਰਾਸ਼ਟਰ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ, ਜੈਨੂਅਨਲੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਥ੍ਰੈਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਹਿੰਦੂ ਰਾਸ਼ਟਰ ਤੋਂ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਥ੍ਰੈਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਹਿੰਦੂ ਰਾਸ਼ਟਰ ਜਿੰਦਾਬਾਦ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ। ਪਰ ਮੈਂ ਗੱਲ ਦੀ ਡਿਮਾਂਡ ਕਰਦਾ ਵੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਖਾਲਿਸਤਾਨ ਜਿੰਦਾਬਾਦ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਮੇਰਾ ਸਾਥੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਥ੍ਰੈਟਨ ਫੀਲ ਨਾ ਕਰਨ। ਡਿਸਕਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਰਾਹ ਖੋਲ੍ਹੇ ਜਾਣ। ਮੈਂ ਇਨਵਾਈਟ ਕਰਦਾ ਸੈਂਟਰਲ ਏਜੰਸੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਬਰਾਬਰ ਤੇ ਬਹਿ ਕੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨੀ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੋਂ ਨੀਵੇਂ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ।
Let me take this across to Comanche Sandhu, who's joining us live from Amritsar. She's been getting us all the latest updates on this big story. Kamalji, at this point, Amritpal Singh is declaring this to be a huge personal victory, and why won't he? Every threat, every dare, every violent threat that he issued to the cops, it's resulted in him getting what he wants, not in his arrest, but in his aide being released from jail. And now both were being told are on their way to Golden Temple. Amid this, not a word from Chief Minister Man. He's in Mumbai.
I think it's a deliberate choice by the Aam Aadmi Party government not to make any communication on this. It's very strategic because remember Bhagwant Mann has been addressing the press as far as the investor summit is concerned, and this is obviously something contrary because that was in Mohali and this is in Ajnala and finally moving over to Amritsar. However, Amritpal is on a huge victory march. Just behind me, this is where the police has now been deployed but Amritpal and his aides are coming, and they're going to be marching towards the Golden Temple. And obviously, this is obviously a sign of victory as far as Amritpal is concerned, because he had kept an ultimatum and it was Punjab police who bowed down. Remember, Gaurav Yadav, the DGP, has just spoken in a press statement, has also said that they were carrying Guru Granth Sahib, and that is why the action by Punjab police wasn't the one which was expected. The other part is obviously about how the protesters are now being identified who had actually turned violent. These are signs that all is not really well in the state of Punjab, because remember, warning signs coming in, red flags being raised by intelligence agencies, and meanwhile Amritpal Singh showing up at a point of juncture where the border state of Punjab is at a crucial juncture, and this is where what is wanted is a strict action should be taken. But yes, as far as Amritpal is concerned, he's turned the tables around, because he's not only questioning the Bhagwant Mann government, he's also challenging the authority, not just of Punjab police but Punjab government as well. So Bhagwant Mann government will have to act.
Yeah.
Remember, we'll have to see in the coming days whether there would be any sort of action, as the DGP is mentioning that there would be.
You know, we'll talk about what the DGP is saying, Kamaljeet, but I want to understand from you on what basis was Lovepreet Toofan let off so easily? That in 1 hour of Amritpal Singh demanding it, the cops said, we don't want his custody, he is innocent, we'll release him.
Well, you know, these kind of things usually takes hours and days, and here just a 1 hour ultimatum actually did the thing, because this particular incident of beating up and kidnapping took place on 15th. The name of Lovepreet Toofan came up immediately in the FIR on the 16th. That is when there was a subsequent arrest. Meanwhile, Amritpal and his supporters stormed the Ajnala police station, and that is where the stir really happened. But with the ultimatum, he also, what we've been told by the police is also that he came up with the evidence. There was an alibi that he was not present in Ajnala, he was very much present in Barnala. And now let's just try and show you the visuals out here about how this victory march is proceeding, because there are drums out there. There are obviously, now that you can see the first set of supporters now really coming in, wielding sticks that we saw earlier. This is obviously one of the victory marches which is now proceeding forward. And here is a police, now we'll just pan out, show you police, and this is where the victory march of Amritpal right here happening. And behind this, if the camera person pans again and show you, these are the swords and the vehicle. We're showing you a great sense of what is really happening, and then the drums coming in. So this is on the ground. The tensions may have diffused, but this is again an indication that the radicals usually here have a free hand, and that is where now all of them proceeding towards the Golden Temple. And remember, they started a while back, and there you can see on the vehicle Amritpal there. This is where he is now addressing, and obviously certain onlookers. So this is clearly a victory march of sorts for him. And remember, this is where he's been stopping in between the guns. Can you see the guns out here? And there is also Punjab police, his men carrying lathis, and this is obviously a pomp and show, but clearly going in with the number of people out here. So this is where the victory march is headed.
They're celebrating. Kamaljeet, these men behind you are celebrating that all of their threats, all of their dares to the cops has worked. And that's why they're able to carry out this kind of a rally with the cops just standing by and watching as they travel around with their swords. If there's a breakdown of law and order in Amritsar, who's answerable? Because clearly the cops right now are just buckling and giving in to any demand that these Khalistanis put forth. And there are serious questions right now where Punjab is headed if this is going to be the situation. And Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann maintains the silence that he has at this point. With so much happening in Amritsar, the Chief Minister has left for Mumbai for his schedule. Yeah, Kamaljeet.
So if we try and show you a sense, Punjab police is very much around. They were in fact, tracking Lovepreet as well as Amritpal. But the situation, there has to be a direction which comes in from the top. And remember, even though they're saying they will identify the protesters which were led by Amritpal, there is a clear indication that there could be an escalation. But what is the red line which needs to be drawn is something to be decided both by the DGP as well as by the Punjab government. So there it is, if you can see, there is an anti-riot gear police deployment all along the way. But we are hoping that the situation may be diffused. But this could only be a temporary truce, because remember, there could be a fresh escalation somewhere else. Because once this has been breached, the radicals will time and again test the patience of security forces, of the police and of the government. And remember, with the statements being made by Amritpal at this point of time, clearly suggests that he's been upping the ante. And meanwhile, what we see is a silence from the Aam Aadmi Party government in Punjab.
Okay, Kamaljeet, we'll come back to you. But these are images that Kamaljeet is getting to us from the heart of Amritsar, where you see these celebrations by Khalistani supporters after the release of Lovepreet Toofan. Lovepreet Toofan and Amritpal Singh, as we speak, are going towards the Golden Temple now as they celebrate the fact that their release, that Lovepreet Toofan's release has happened and that the charges against him have been dropped as demanded. Let's cut across to breaking news that's coming in on the story. The Punjab DGP has assured that a free and fair probe will be conducted with regards to the protest that happened yesterday, adding that Amritpal supporters staged a peaceful stir. 6 cops were injured, but according to the Punjab DGP, this was a peaceful protest. Cops had to act in a restrained manner because they were carrying the Sikh holy book of the Guru Granth Sahib. That was used as a front by these protesters to ensure no action is taken against him. But according to the Punjab DGP, what you see on the left of your screens there was a completely peaceful protest.
In this background, जड़ा कल पुलिस ते अटैक किया गया, ते sharp edged weapons use किए गए, इट वट्टे रोड़े चले, ते गुरु ग्रंथ साहब पालकी साहब दे कवर दे विच पुलिस दे ऊपर अटैक किया गया. 6 police persons have been injured. So इस दे बारे में यह कहना चाहांगा कि जड़ा पुलिस ने utmost restraint नाल काम लेता because of मर्यादा ऑफ श्री गुरु ग्रंथ साहब जी. हर मनुख, हर इंसान गुरु ग्रंथ साहब जी का सत्कार करता है. सो इस करके इस दी आड़ दे विच पुलिस ते अटैक करना एक बेहद बुजदिल एक्शन है. एक कायरता का प्रतीक है. द पुलिस वॉज अटैक्ड in a very cowardly manner with sharp-edged weapons, and stones and brickbatting also took place. 6 police officials were injured.
I'm sure you're wondering who is this man, Amritpal Singh, that he wields so much of a clout that thousands came to support with him, to protest with him, and then he even managed to arm twist the Punjab government to do what he wants. He's the chief of the Waris Punjab Day group, a new age Khalistani essentially, and he's posed a serious challenge to the already deteriorating law and order situation in Punjab. He's a 30-year-old man whose increasing influence and rise in Punjab's religious sphere has given a clear headache to authorities.
Amritpal then, without a turban and with a fancy haircut in Dubai. Amritpal now, an initiated Sikh embracing a flowing beard and other key articles of the faith. The 30-year-old's arrival in the Sikh religious political sphere last year has been lightning fast.
Amritpal Singh has made no secret of his support to the idea of a separate Sikh homeland. So did the late actor Deep Sidhu, his predecessor at the Waris Punjab Day organization, or the US-based Gurpatwant Singh Pannu of the outlawed Sikhs for Justice organization. But before Amritpal Singh participated in the sacred ceremony, he shared something else with the two: the looks of non-Sikhs, intriguingly espousing the Khalistani campaign.
Nevertheless, Amritpal Singh's swift makeover, like slain militant leader Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale, his anointment as Deep Sidhu's successor at his Waris Punjab Day group,
मैं पिछे करके तमाशा देखा मैं जिद्दन भी जंग लगी आप पूरे होके लड़ूंगा
His traditional robes, his oratory peppered with typical religious jargon, and the armed men flanking him on his whirlwind tour of Punjab over the past 4 months made him popular full tilt.
पर मैं एक गल कही ना जे साडे 4 गिनती दे पंथ दे बंदे हैं जे आप विच लड़ के मारना दे को मैदान चुन लो ते एको दिन सापा निबेड़ दिए सारा
A Sandhu Jat by birth, Amritpal Singh got one more cause to rally around. Ongoing protests in Punjab backed by the mainstream Akalis for the release of Sikh men convicted under tough anti-terror laws during the unrest in Punjab from the 1980s and 90s.
But when watched with attention to detail, Amritpal Singh could be seen switching from one goalpost to another or holding several of them at once. A Waris Punjab da, the inheritor of a diverse Punjab, a crusader against conversions, a crusader against drugs, a Robin Hood attending to people's grievances in villages, and, of course, a champion of the idea of Sikh freedom.
A proponent of a separate Sikh nation, Amritpal Singh also abruptly turned inward, targeting chairs and benches placed in gurdwaras for the elderly and the infirm in Punjab. He drew heavy criticism from Sikh intellectual circles after his men set the gurdwara furniture on fire in December. The act considered antithetical to the whole concept of Sikh Seva. And in yet another rare move by any Khalistani ideologue ever, Amritpal Singh carried the Guru Granth Sahib in a bus as his supporters prepared for a showdown on Wednesday with the police over the arrest of an aide. A man with no hardcore religious background, pictured in a vintage Sikh costume at his tightly guarded wedding earlier this month. Adept at appropriating Sikh imagery and even the most sacred of the faith's practices at will. Amritpal Singh's quick rise leaves some perplexing questions regarding the causes he claims to be championing unanswered. With Harmeet Shah Singh in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
And let me take this across to Harmeet Shah Singh as well to understand, what exactly Amritpal Singh's clout is, Harmeet, that makes right now the Punjab government so hesitant to take a stand to take him on.
Well, he understands the situation, the volatile situation, which comes in the wake of the Bargari incident that happened during the Badal government's time. There also, police fired on some protesters, a group of protesters who were protesting the incidents of sacrilege. Now, sacrilege is something very serious. Now, what's perplexing here in the case of Ajnala is that he used Guru Granth Sahib as a shield for his showdown with the police, and that's where the police had their hands bound. And that's something really intriguing because in the entire history of Punjab, right from, I'll go as far back as 1914, for example, during the Comanche incident, when the Sikhs resisted the imperial police, they didn't bring Guru Granth Sahib in off the coast of Kolkata. And also, Akshita, remember, you don't take Guru Granth Sahib even to wedding palaces, to resorts, for marriage functions, for marriage ceremonies. Here is a man who claims to be a proponent of Khalistan, who is a self-anointed champion of so-called Sikh freedom. He brings in Guru Granth Sahib at the site of a showdown, and that's where more questions lay unanswered. Then there are the answers about this man and his overall upbringing as some sort of a Sikh religious leader.
The worry is that right now, with the lack of action against Amritpal Singh, you're only making him bigger. You're only making him more influential, more powerful, where he'll be able to dictate more and more terms to the government and to the cops. Harmeet, thank you very much for joining us with your inputs on this story. Now, there will be a lot of questions asked of the government. The first one, which I've been reiterating from the beginning of the show, is why is Chief Minister Bhagwat Mann pin drop silent on this issue, on the Khalistani threat in his state, on the violent protest which injured 6 cops yesterday. He's gone to Mumbai now as per his schedule. Have Man's cops then buckled under Khalistani pressure with no other option because they're not getting any backing from the government? Will the release of Amritpal Singh's aid as demanded by him embolden Khalistani elements, lead to a breakdown of law and order in Punjab? Now, there are questions about what kind of appeasement formula this is. Why is the Punjab government hesitating to really crack down on these Khalistani elements? And finally, will this, what's happened in the last 48 hours, actually revive the threat of militancy, not just in Punjab, but abroad as well, in countries like Canada and Australia, where we've been seeing more and more such Khalistani elements getting emboldened and resorting to hate crimes? Let's focus on the politics that's broken out on this issue. On Amritpal Singh issuing an open threat to the state, getting his way. Now you've got the BJP questioning what it is that's taking the Chief Minister and the Maan government so long to really crack down against him. They've accused the AAP government of being soft on the Khalistani front. But AAP has hit back, saying that all of this that we're doing is to avoid any retaliation.
He led a violent spectacle. Carried Shri Guru Granth Sahib in a bus during the showdown. That's how Khalistani ideologue Amritpal Singh took the state police off guard when he mobilized thousands of his supporters to storm a police station in Amritsar district.
My effort is to revive Sikhi, and Sikhi revived Khalsa Raj, and Khalsa Raj is Khalistan. We are demanding.
You're not breaking any law.
How it's breaking a law? It's a democracy or not?
His immediate demand to release an arrested aide, overshadowed by his larger agenda of separate homeland for the Sikhs. Invoking sovereignty using typical religious jargon, imagery, and even bringing the holiest Guru Granth Sahib to what turned out to be a head-on confrontation with law enforcement. The Punjab administration has come under opposition fire for its handling of Amritpal Singh. The BJP accused Punjab's AAP government of fanning communalism to bring the entire Sikh community under disrepute.
ये अरविंद केजरीवाल जो कि रिमोट कंट्रोल से पंजाब को चला रहे हैं, ये उनकी खुद की एक डिज़ाइन की हुई जो 1980 के दशक में कांग्रेस की एक डिज़ाइंड कॉन्स्पिरेसी थी, एक मोडस ऑपरेंडाई थी कि पंजाब के पहले जो भावनाएं उनको उत्तेजित करो, फिर उन लोगों को खुला छोड़ो, फिर मारपीट करके उनको जेलों में बंद करो और फिर देश को ये संदेश दो कि हमने पंजाब में आतंकवाद खत्म किया है, हमें वोटें डालो.
Former Punjab Chief Minister Amrinder Singh questioned Amritpal Singh's motive behind taking Guru Granth Sahib to the protest site. In a statement, he termed it collapse of law and order in Punjab and warned Pakistan could exploit a situation like this. BJP MP Rajyavardhan Rathore alleged there might be attempts to throw Punjab into anarchy.
एक FIR हुई, उसके एवज में ये लोग इधर आए. They have given some proofs also. So अब इनसे बातचीत हुई है and a sit is formed and the person who was arrested, they have given enough proofs that he's innocent. So the sit is taking the cognizance of that thing and ultimately जो ये लोग अब peacefully disperse हो जाएंगे and law will take its own course.
This was a matter of kidnapping. And for that, somebody named Toofan was accused and he was held by police. But then he was found that he was not into any kind of picture. Then he was about to be released. And they just, like somebody who, like innocent people of Punjab or Amritsar area, they were led or misled by some people and who were just rushing to the police station. Are we seeing another Gujarat in Punjab as well?
The violent protest may have eased for now, but not the political fire over it in Punjab. Bureau Report, India Today.
So no comment from Chief Minister Bhagwat Mann. Where is he? He's in Mumbai. On the other side of a short break, we're going to be focusing on that because he's accompanying Arvind Kejriwal, who's going to be meeting Uddhav Thackeray. We'll be more details on that in just a minute.
तो जैसे सबसे तेज आपकी टैगलाइन है, तो इसी तरह से सबसे तेज हमारी सरकार की लाइफलाइन है.
Thank Mr. Puri.
I thank you for giving me the chance to address you.
Terrorism now a global issue.
The First Lady position is so unusual.
Never in my career did I ever see that love and affection in any other country than we saw in India in 79.
Pakistan has been responsible chronically for association with sponsorship of terrorist groups.
This is a decision which has to be taken by the Bhagwant Mann government, and obviously there have been several questions because remember things have been simmering for quite some time and there have been statements being made, and let's just go try and get to Punjab Waris the chief and let's just ask some tough questions to him. आप दुबई से आए हैं तो हम एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं इंग्लिश में आप अगर बात कर सकते हैं. काफी सवाल उठाए जा रहे हैं कि जिस तरह से आप स्टेटमेंट्स दे रहे हैं, कहीं चैलेंज कर रहे हैं प्रधानमंत्री मोदी को, अमित शाह को, क्या इरादा है, क्या मंशा है? जिस तरह से आज भी कन्फ्रंटेशन हुआ है जहां पे हमने देखा है कि पुलिस के साथ है, समर्थक हैं आपके, वो भिड़े हैं, तो लोग अब जानना चाहते हैं कि आपके मन में क्या है, क्या विचार है?
You want me to speak in English?
हाँ, please if you can.
See, I didn't threat Amit Shah or Modi. Media kindly misquoted it. Amit Shah said he will crush the Khalistan movement in an interview. When you want to crush or suppress a peaceful movement, that's totally allowed in democracy, like a Hindu Rashtra movement, like the socialist movement or any other movement. When a home minister says he will crush something, it's not a kind of home minister says something. I just refer to the history. I said Indira Gandhi did the same mistake. It's not just about she got killed after that. It's not about her murder. It's all about what happened after that. After attacking Darbar Sahib, there is a 10 years long militancy period in Punjab. Thousands of Sikh got killed in Delhi genocide. So it's not about threatening Amit Shah. He is threatening Sikh community. He is threatening the entire community who are aspiration of Raj.
But are you not propagating a separate state? Are you not talking about...
I am. And what is not a crime? If I'm trying to do it in a peaceful manner, how it is a crime?
Kamal, talking about a separate state within India.
Kamal, see, within a democracy, self-determination is not a crime.
There is a question coming in from Delhi. Let me ask you that question. Yes, Gaurav.
Kamal, the Khalsa Raj of Maharaja Ranjit Singh Ji, the capital was in Lahore. Why don't these people claim Khalistan in Lahore?
So the question coming in from the studio is that the Khalsa Panth and during Maharaja Ranjit Singh was in Lahore. So why not have a movement there? I mean, why are you propagating it here?
See, in 1947, we chose to be here, in this part of the country. They divided Punjab, the British divided Punjab by the policy because Punjab was strongest country in that time. They had to conquer it after 3 attempts. So what happened? When you say go to Pakistan and do it, we came here. We accepted ourselves as Indian citizens.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@ajtak.com.
Big political update coming in from Maharashtra. Uddhav Thackeray will be meeting with Arvind Kejriwal as well as Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann in Mumbai this evening. Uddhav has invited the two AAP netas to Matushri, his residence, for tea. This meeting is expected to take place in about 1 hour from now at 7:30 p.m. This is the big breaking news that's coming in. What's brewing? What's going to be the big outcome? A lot of questions being asked, particularly because of the timing of this huddle. Before the BMC elections, is Uddhav Thackeray trying to also get the AAP to join the Mahavikas Aghadi? We'll see what really plays out. That meeting going to be happening at 7:30. And trust us here on India Today to get you the inside track. And as I slip into a short break here on 6 p.m. Prime, on the other side, we're getting you a horrifying, heartbreaking story from Telangana, where a first-year medical student, Dr. Preeti, injected herself with poison. Why? Because she was being harassed by her senior, who's now been taken into custody. More details on this horrific story from Telangana in just a bit.
Charan recently headed to the US to attend the prestigious Oscar Awards, which will take place on March 12, as the song from his remarkable film RRR titled Natu Natu has been nominated. He was spotted walking barefoot at the airport, and this has a spiritual take to it. Since he has taken Ayappa Diksha, Ram Charan will have to wear all black or saffron outfits and walk barefoot for 48 days. Meanwhile, ahead of the Academy Awards, the actor will attend a series of events in the States. He will make an appearance as a chief guest on Good Morning America, a popular talk show, making it yet another first for the actor. Ram Charan will even be one of the presenters at the prestigious 6th Annual Hollywood Critics Association Awards. The actor is currently basking high in the glory of S.S. Rajamouli's magnum opus, which also stars Junior NTR as the other lead. As far as his upcoming projects are concerned, Ram Charan has Shankar's upcoming film, which is tentatively titled RC-15, co-starring Kiara Advani in his kitty.
We cannot let you bring your war here.
Outcast. James Cameron directorial Avatar The Way of Water, which has been nominated for 4 Academy Awards including Best Picture, is now the 3rd highest grossing film of all time worldwide.
The Way of Water connects all things,
surpassing Titanic and Jurassic World.
And after your death,
this is our home!
I need you.
Avatar The Way of Water has collected $2,243 million globally to date, whereas Titanic's collection of $2,242.8 million to become the 3rd highest grossing film of all time globally. Avatar The Way of Water also passed Jurassic World to become the 9th highest grossing film of all time in the United States of America. Globally, after its 10th weekend, Avatar has grossed an estimated $657 million in the US and $1,586 million worldwide, taking the total to $2,243 million. I hear her heartbeat.
She's so close.
Set more than a decade after the events of the first film, Avatar tells the story of the Sully family.
Jake, it's crazy here. Horrich is rolling and there's no stopping him.
We're going up against
the trouble that follows them, the lengths they go to keep each other safe, the battles they fight to stay alive, and the tragedies they endure.
You should see your faces.
We have an indigenous population called the Na'vi. They are very hard to kill.
They've sent us a message.
This also makes Cameron the director to have 3 of the top 4 highest grossing global movies of all time: Avatar, Avatar the Way of Water, and Titanic.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Here's a truly horrifying story from Telangana that I'm honestly shocked to say nobody is talking about. We want to change that here on India Today because a young girl with such a promising future has attempted to take her life because she was bullied, because she was harassed by her senior. Young Dr. Preeti, a first-year medical student, is now fighting for her life after she injected herself with poison as a result of harassment by a man named Mohammed Saif. He was a senior in college. Saif, after a relentless fight by Preeti's family, has now finally been arrested. And we can only pray and we can only hope now that Preeti survives to see her harasser behind bars.
A medical college in Telangana is caught in a harassment scandal. Dr. Preeti, a student of the Kakatiya Medical College in Warangal, attempted to take her life by injecting poison on her arm.
जो अभी प्रीति स्ट्रेचर पे बिना कुछ हिले हुए पड़ी है, वी आर हैविंग नो होप्स. गवर्नमेंट कुछ एफर्ट नहीं ले रहे. हमारे को अभी आई थिंक वी नॉट गोना सी हर लाइव नाउ.
The doctor attempted suicide allegedly after being mentally harassed by a senior in college, Dr. Saif. The student's family is accusing Saif of repeatedly harassing Preeti.
क्या डिमांड करूं? मेरे को मैं बच के आया तो अच्छा है, लेकिन मेरा बेटी बच के नहीं आती, मेरे को तो वो नहीं है, भरोसा नहीं है. ऑलरेडी हो गया है, सिचुएशन कंट्रोल के लिए कर रहा है. मेरे को बोलते रहते डैडी, हम है ना बोलते रहते. वो आदमी सुसाइड कैसा करता? मर्डर ही है मैडम.
After outrage among the public, the police have arrested Dr. Saif. He is being booked for abetment to suicide.
We have effected the arrest of Dr. Saif in the attempt to commit suicide by Dr. Preeti. Dr. Preeti, she has allegedly she has attempted to commit suicide, and she is undergoing treatment right now at Hyderabad NIMS Hospital, and her condition is quite precarious.
Dr. Preeti's suicide attempt has rocked Telangana, with ABVP students lodging protests against the accused. The BJP is calling it love jihad.
అది ర్యాగింగ్ కేసుతో పాటు అది లవ్ జిహాద్ కేసు. 100% ఇది లవ్ జిహాద్ కేసు. లవ్ జిహాద్ కేసులు తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రంలో అడ్డగోలుగా ప్రారంభమైనాయి. హిందూ అమ్మాయిలను వేధిస్తున్నారు, హిందూ అమ్మాయిలను ట్రాప్ చేస్తున్నారు, మాయమాలతో మోసం చేస్తున్నారు చెప్పి అనేక సంవత్సరాలు అనేక రోజులుగా మేము ఆరోపణలు చేస్తున్నాం.
And Governor Tamilisai paying a visit to the bereaved victim's family. Other students of the medical college have, however, come out in support of the accused, claiming the case against him is false.
ఇంకోటి ఏంటంటే మెయిన్గా ఇష్యూ సైడ్ నుంచి మాకు ఇన్వెస్టిగేషన్ జరగాలని కోరుకుంటున్నాము. కంప్లీట్గా కేసెస్ ప్రతి కేసు సైఫ్ మీద పెట్టిన 4-5 కేసెస్లో ఐపీసీ సెక్షన్స్ ప్రతి కేసు ఎందుకు పెట్టారన్నట్టు మాకు రీజన్ కావాలి. మాకు ప్రతి దానికి ఇది ఎందుకు సైఫ్ ఇది చేశాడు కాబట్టి ఇది పెట్టాడు మాకు అన్నట్టు కావాలి. ఏ సెక్షన్ కానీ సైఫ్ మీద ఏ సెక్షన్ కానీ వితౌట్ రీజన్ కానీ అన్ప్రూవెన్ అలిగేషన్స్తో కానీ సైఫ్ మీద ఏ సెక్షన్ కేసు పెట్టద్దు అని చెప్పి మేము.
The suicide bid by Dr. Preeti has become a political battle. The doctor is still battling for her life. Bureau Report, India Today.
Let me take this across to Apurva Jayachandran. She's joining us live from outside the NIMS hospital in Hyderabad. That's where Dr. Preeti is currently being treated. This is obviously a very difficult time for her family, Apurva. All of us here, of course, extend our prayers. We're hoping against hope that she gets better. But any update that's really come in from the hospital right now on her condition?
Well, unfortunately, no, Akshita. What we do know is from the latest bulletin that came in earlier this morning is that she is still, is under a very long process. That is, she suffered multi-organ failure. She's been hooked on to ECMO as well as on the ventilator as well. The doctors there are monitoring her situation, but they do state that her condition is critical as well. We're right outside NIMS, and you can see the kind of police deployment here, that has been made ever since Dr. Preeti had been brought in to the hospital for treatment. The last 3 days that we're seeing, this is the condition here. Several police officers who have been deployed here outside the hospital. Nobody is allowed also inside other than patients and the patients' families as well. The father there, we've clearly seen he's inconsolable as he's trying to demand for justice. He says that this would not have happened had the authorities of the college there taken responsibility, taken action, even as Preeti had bent forward and complained to the principal there, citing harassment by her senior male colleague there, Mohammed Saif. That is what the father says. He says that yes, she's gone ahead and complained. A complaint had been
and
taken
nothing was done.
Nothing
was done, and that's what drove her to that extreme step of going ahead and injecting herself with poison because she was fed up. We're going to try and get you all the latest updates on the story. We're not going to let this go. We're going to ensure justice for young Preeti, even as we hope that she gets better. Thanks, Apurva, for those details. That's all I have time for in this edition of 6 p.m. Prime. Thanks for tuning in. On the other side, Preeti Chaudhary joins you with Mission 2024. She's getting you all the details from the Congress's plenary session in Raipur.
It is not often that you see a political dharna on the tarmac of an international airport. The Indigo flight 6E204 to Raipur was ready for takeoff from Terminal 1 of the Indira Gandhi International Airport on Thursday, when one of the passengers was told to get off the plane. Congress leader Pawan Kheda, who was flying to Chhattisgarh to attend the plenary session, was unceremoniously deplaned.
मुझे कहा कि आपका सामान दिखवाना है. मैंने कहा मेरे पास कोई सामान है नहीं, हैंडबैग है. मैंने एक बार आप आइए, नीचे आया तो कहा कि आप नहीं जा सकते, अभी डीसीपी आएंगे आपसे. मुझे खुद नहीं मालूम, पिछले 20 मिनट से डीसीपी की इंतजार कर रहे हैं.
Kheda's party colleagues who were travelling on the same plane soon joined him on the tarmac. As it became clear, the Congress spokesperson was being arrested for a comment he made against Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
पवन खेड़ा का कसूर क्या है? उन्होंने एक पत्रकार वार्ता में केवल और केवल नाम लिया था. हम ये इस सच्चाई से लड़ेंगे. हम सच्चाई के सिपाही हैं.
आपने पहले हमारे महाधिवेशन में व्यवधान डालना चाहा, वहाँ पर ईडी रेड कराकर. अब आप हमारे कुलीग को यहाँ पर डिप्लेन कर रहे हैं. इन्होंने ऐसा कौन सा गलत काम किया है जिसके लिए ये कार्रवाई की जा रही है? किन धाराओं के अंतर्गत की जा रही है, ये बताना पड़ेगा.
The arrest was on the basis of an FIR by Assam police registered in Dima Hasao district. The case against Kheda is over a jibe he made linking Prime Minister Narendra Modi and industrialist Gautam Adani, which he later claimed was a slip of tongue.
जब नरसिम्हा राव जी जेपीसी बना सकते थे, जब अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी जेपीसी बैठा सकते थे, तो दामोदर दास मोदी को क्या प्रॉब्लम है? गौतम दास है दामोदर दास सॉरी.
While Kheda made the remark against Prime Minister Modi on Friday, the BJP raised it in a big way this week, calling it a personal attack and an insult.
कितने ही अपशब्द क्यों ना कहें, अमर्यादित भाषा क्यों ना बोलें, ये अपना ही गड्ढा खोदने जैसा है जिसमें कांग्रेस पार्टी खुद गिरेगी.
Wali painting, a mural art form of Maharashtra, gives Aurangabad a facelift ahead of a G20 inception meeting. A group of 120 women painted non-stop for 6 hours to complete the artwork.
वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट शो करते हुए हम लोग ये जो प्रोजेक्ट कर रहे हैं वारली का, वर्ल्ड्स लार्जेस्ट वारली पेंटिंग जो है, जिसका रिकॉर्ड पहले पूना में था, उसको पूना के रिकॉर्ड को ब्रेक करते हुए, उसको चैलेंज करते हुए आज हम सब लड़कियां, वी आर 120 लेडीज हियर वर्किंग फॉर दिस वारली पेंटिंग टुडे. और इसका सबसे बड़ा क्रेडिट जो जाता है, जो मेरी बहुत अच्छी फ्रेंड है, वो है नंदिनी घोडेले. ये कॉन्सेप्ट जो जहाँ से आई है, वो लड़की ने सर 21 इयर्स की लड़की है. दिस इज रियली अ मोटिवेशन टू ऑल द गर्ल्स ओवर हियर.
The work spread over 3,200 square feet will enter the India Book of Records 2024 in the social and cultural category. This painting breaks the earlier record of 3,050 square feet set by artists in Pune.
I congratulate all the dignitaries, those who have taken efforts, जिन्होंने इस इवेंट को एक सक्सेसफुल बनाया है, and congratulations to Aurangabad Municipal Corporation.
There were no professional artists among the 120 participants. They came from different professions like medicine, accountancy, and engineering. Bureau Report, India Today.
Leo. Talapati Vijay is one of the most celebrated actors of Tamil cinema, and every time he returns on the big screen, it's no less than a carnival. Leo will also feature Sanjay Dutt, who is all set to make his Tamil debut. Trisha will also be playing a crucial role in the film, and with this, the actress and Talapati Vijay will collaborate after 14 years.
அதான் பார்த்தனே சார், பயங்கர ரொமான்டிக் மூட்ல இருந்தீங்க.
சாரி அஞ்சலி.
எதுக்கு?
இல்ல நேத்து நீ வீட்டுக்கு வந்திருந்தப்போ நான் மாதிரி பேசிர கூடாதுல.
Leo will also mark yet another collaboration between Talapati Vijay and filmmaker Lokesh Kanagaraj. Their first being Master. The action thriller will release in October. Mega star Kamal Hassan will also treat fans with his next offering, Indian 2. Directed by Shankar, the film is a sequel to the much celebrated film of the same name. Cine lovers are waiting with bated breath to witness Kamal Hassan in the khaki costume, essaying the role of vigilante Senapati. Surya 42. Next in line is Surya with his tentatively titled film Surya 42. Directed by Sirudai Siva, touted as historical fantasy drama, the film will also star Disha Patni in lead role. As per reports, Surya 42 has a 1,000-year-old
Good evening, viewers. You're watching Mission 2024. It's your one-stop destination, that one show that gets you all news political leading up to the big gig of General Elections 2024. Today, we're going to put the spotlight on Raipur, Chhattisgarh. That's where the Congress plenary is taking place, trying to chart the roadmap for the Congress 2024. Going to get you the latest. First up, let me take you through the headlines. After clashes, protests and threats, Khalistan ideologue Amritpal's Aide Lovepreet Toofan released by Punjab cops. After mega roadshow in Shillong, Modi launches an attack on opposition, says Congress said Modi grave will be dug, but India says Modi, your lotus will bloom.
वो आजकल माला जपते हैं माला, और वो कह रहे हैं मोदी तेरी कब्र खुदेगी। हिंदुस्तान का हर कोना कह रहा है मोदी तेरा कमल खिलेगा।
After ruckus and uproar in MCD House, Mayor Shelley Oberoi allows re-election. BJP hails move, says demand met. Telangana medical student Dr. Preeti injects herself with poison over alleged harassment by a senior Dr. Saif. Family demands justice. BJP claims love jihad. Conman Sukesh remains brazen after his jailhouse luxury was exposed, says nothing illegal in family gifting expensive clothes. Well, this is an Aaj Tak exclusive. Superstar Akshay Kumar on CD Baat says he's ready to give up his Canadian passport and shed the Canada Kumar name. Top focus viewers, it's the Congress Party's 85th plenary session which has commenced in Jharkhand's Raipur. Why is it important? Multiple reasons. Primarily, this is the first time that the president is on Gandhi, at least where the plenary after Kharge's election is taking place. This time, the theme, Haath se Haath Jodo, Congress Party's 85th plenary session kicks off in Chhattisgarh, primarily endorsing the leadership of the party's national president Mallikarjun Kharge, with an intention to brainstorm strategy for 2024 poll as well as assembly elections. The 3-day-long key meet will pave the way for the new working committee. Now, party roadmap on forging poll tie-ups with like-minded parties to take on the Bharatiya Janata Party will be discussed. Apart from the party's national president Mallikarjun Kharge, former President Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi are also attending the convention.
सर्वसम्मति से पूरी स्टीयरिंग कमेटी ने कांग्रेस प्रेसिडेंट से आग्रह किया है कि हमारी तरफ से जो है CWS के सदस्यों को सेंट्रल इलेक्शन कमेटी और पार्लियामेंट की बोर्ड के सदस्यों को नामित करें। अभी जो देश की परिस्थिति है, अभी कांग्रेस को एक अपनी जो यूनिटी की दिखाना है, शो करना है। हम लोग यह एकजुट है जो देश की वर्तमान परिस्थिति है उसको देखते हुए।
All right, let's quickly cut across to our national affairs editor Rahul Srivastav, who's joining us live Rahul, how do you look at this? This is the first plenary after Kharge takes charge. Already it's been decided that the CWC members will be nominated by Mr. Kharge and not an election. Do you see any change, or do you think with the Congress the old cliche holds, the more things change, the more they remain the same?
Pretty few things. I will say that this is one opportunity for the Congress to stand up after a very long time and get noticed. If the Yatra generated something, whatever it generated, Rahul Gandhi said it's not about politics. Whatever it generated, it's a chance for the Congress to dovetail it into some kind of an electoral strategy and revival route. When you talk about the CWC appointment, I think that is to signal that Mallikarjun Kharge is the boss. If there was a criticism that the family runs everything, there was a meeting, Rahul Gandhi and Rahul and Sonia Gandhi were not there. Now, there is a change coming that to the amendment that all former prime ministers and all former presidents will be part of the CWC. Now, that's very simple. Why? Is that Manmohan Singh is the lone former prime minister of the Congress party, and the two last former presidents are Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. So there are a few elements which one needs to, which still mean that the things are remaining the same. But I think the biggest question that the Congress have already started addressing, I think, those 2-3 statements which have come, which indicate that the Congress is not ready to cede that space of pole position to other political parties. I think one statement by Mallikarjun Kharge that Congress will lead the alliance against Modi in 2024, and Jairam Ramesh saying that the Congress is very well aware. I think those two indicate, I think the Congress will carry that from here, that the Congress is not going to be a pushover anymore, that Trinamool Congress feels that it is a claimant to the top job. Arvind Kejriwal is making inroads. All the parties who are trying to cash in on the Congress space and are trying to say that Congress should follow them, I think the Congress is going to send out a message. I think that's very important, because that's important for the self-belief of the congressmen and the Congress party. Apart from that, I think some organizational change elements. It is being said that party first, like what the BJP used to say at one time, party first, leaders later. I think that is something that the party will have to find difficult to achieve, because I think that family culture or that high command culture, very tough to dismantle. But if it does start something from there, I think again a very positive sign.
You know, Rahul, we're just waiting for our reporter, a Congress reporter from the plenary also to join us. There's a press conference scheduled for the latest announcements in terms of, you know, a lot of party positions will also change. The plenary very important in terms of rejigging the organizational structure for the Congress party. But Rahul, you know, the fact is, yes, you can be assertive as wanting to be in the pole position to lead the opposition or be the fulcrum center stage. We can get all of that in. But you need to be also in a position, electorally speaking, as well as your party strength. Going back to internal party dynamics, will issues like what is happening in Rajasthan be settled? Will the CWC also see members like Mr. Shashi Tharoor? You know, all of that, which was still now brushed under the carpet, saying we're going to break it in, break it in, break it in. Will all of that be faced and addressed?
Yes. See, Preeti, July 3rd, 2019, when Rahul Gandhi sent in a resignation letter, one of the elements was resignation was that rebuilding needs very tough decisions. Is the party ready to take some very tough decisions? One will have to really wait and see, because all those issues that you raise are central to or key perhaps to the revival of the Congress party. For example, if the party says party first, leaders later, then what do they do with the Ashok Gehlot, or the Ashok Gehlot versus Sachin Pilot, or Siddaramaiah versus D.K. Shiv Kumar in Karnataka? Those are the elements that the Congress really needs to address. The idea of getting more SC, OBC, perhaps to create a right caste mix as far as the party top posts are concerned. I think those are very positive talks which are emerging from there. But whether the Congress will be able to take the tough decision that Kharge remains the boss, and where does Rahul Gandhi fit in? There are still some questions like those, because for everybody else after the Yatra, the Rahul Gandhi is the boss. But what role will he play? I think we'll have to wait and see.
You know, especially, will he now finally admit and accept that he will lead the Congress? Will he say it out in the open? Well, we're going to come right back to you, Rahul. Do stay on with us. We are talking about all the issues in terms of internal party dynamics. You named, we were talking about Rajasthan. In Chhattisgarh as well, Mr. Baghel versus Mr. Dio, but it seems Mr. Dio has taken a bit of a backseat there as of now. So, Priya, we're going to dip into that press conference in just about a minute, but coming to you, very, very important decisions that need to be taken. And above all of it is what our National Affairs editor Rahul Srivastav underlined. Will Rahul Gandhi be ready to step up right now in terms of leading the party politically?
Well, Preeti, as far as our sources are concerned, they have categorically stated that it will be kind of a duo wherein we have Mr. Rahul Gandhi and as well as Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge together. And one will be the face of the party, which is Mr. Rahul Gandhi. He'll be going all out, meeting the people, interacting with them, connecting with them. And second will be the internal face of the party, of the organization, which is Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge. That's why what is really very important is that in 25 years, this has never happened that a pre-session steering committee meeting is taking place and none of the Gandhis was present in that meeting, sending a message loud and clear that the change has started in the party as far as organization is concerned. What we spoke to we had a series of discussion with a lot of Congress party's general secretaries and senior top leaders who said that all the three Gandhis, that is Sonia Gandhi ji, Rahul Gandhi